everyone. I'm Bahar Salehi, a building physics engineer at Mott MacDonald, and I have pleasure today to talk about the Mott MacDonald transitioning to net zero and our carbon reduction journey. Mott MacDonald is a global engineering, management, and development consultancy company focusing on guiding the clients through many of the planet's most important challenges. We are working in 140 countries and we have 180 principal offices with more than 16,000 staff and 2 billion turnover. More importantly, we have Mott MacDonald have more than 150 years of heritage, knowledge, and experience. For our carbon reduction journey, we are the first group of companies to receive science-based target approval for the net zero. We already have made fantastic progress, but we need to go further. In 2020, we began contributing to beyond value chain mitigation, and then we launched the net zero position paper. In 2021, we kicked off the net zero target plan. Currently, our carbon reduction plan is focusing on low carbon fuel, low carbon supply chain, and behavior change. We also set the target for deep carbon reduction aligned with 1.5 degrees Celsius temperature pathway. We are committed to disclosing our emission annually and maintaining ISO 14064 certification. We have been globally certified to pass 2080 since 2017 and commit to maintaining our certification in line with the 2024 updates to PAS 2080. PAS 2080 is the international specification for carbon management in building and infrastructure. What does net zero means for us? We are consistently reviewing the boundaries for reporting and emerging guidance. We also set some interim reduction target that we are reviewing them regularly. We previously set the target for 2024, the science-based target, which we already have achieved. Reducing our organization carbon footprint is also important to us. We know we can make greater impact looking beyond our organization footprint. As a simple step that all of the organization can take is reducing the unnecessary flying to work or unnecessary business trip. Or, for example, we sometimes encourage our staff or colleagues to use the electric vehicle or hybrid vehicle instead of the petrol one. That's a simple step that all of the organization can take. What's in the scope? In this diagram, we have three scopes that you can see is the waste and energy of our office, employee commuting, business travel, or goods and services we buy. Our footprint includes our building and civil engineering contracting business, as well as our global consultancy services. This makes us different to most of our competitors and presents us with the challenges to make reduction in the carbon intensive construction sector. This is the graph that is showing our target to 2024. We have been working hard to develop and submit science-based targets which support our ambition to become net zero by 2040. Our targets were recently validated by the Science Based Target Initiative. The Science Based Target Initiative is an independent organization that provides guidance and standards to drive greenhouse gas reductions. As I mentioned in the earlier slides, I am a building physics engineer working in the building physics team in Mott MacDonald. In Mott MacDonald, we decided to come up with an idea in order to expedite the net zero project delivery. In normal situation, this type of project will take about 6 to 7 months to be finished. But with this innovative idea, we are able to deliver it in 4 to 6 weeks. And this is applicable for the new builds are already built buildings. This is a very short and simple summary of what we can deliver to the clients. We come up with, after reviewing all of the information that we have of the buildings, it can be a few buildings or it can be more than 30 or 40 buildings that we are capable to deliver this project for. After reviewing all of the information and doing the modeling and coding, we come up with a few scenarios for the intervention. and it's based on the clients to select the possible intervention that is suitable for them. Based on those interventions, they can see the carbon saving and capex and opex of the intervention. So this is the video of the app that we developed for to the clients for the project. So this is what we give to the clients, and then clients can see the executive summary at the first of the app, and then it go down. It shows the baseline scenario in case of the client doesn't take any further action or don't take any or don't apply any intervention on the projects. This is like the energy consumption that you will have in the future or the amount of carbon emission that you will have. But if you go for the scenarios at the bottom of the app, there is other scenarios, and those scenarios are providing the clients with the information, with the specific information of the possible intervention. For example, if the clients wants to take the intervention for the fabric improvement, it can select, what if I change the installation? What if I change that part of the building, or this part of the building? So with all of the specification, clients can see the effect of them and then can decide on the intervention that they want. We have been successful for using this app and then this methodology. Up to now, we have been able to attract clients for go forward for this type of methodology and the project. We have been able to work with government, the Scottish government, Government Property Agency, Department of Education, Ministry of Justice. We have been working with EY in order to provide them with the portfolio decarbonization. We have been working with HS2 for the residential overheating risk tool, C40 cities for climate resilience carbon modeling. We have been working with NHS for many projects. That was mainly for the heat decarbonization plan. And very recently, we have got a project from Irish banking system to provide them with the heat decarbonization plan. Up to now, with using this methodology, we have been able to complete 300 best school buildings for the decarbonization. We have completed the project on 350 hospital buildings, more than 13,000 flats and houses, 43 offices, and 80 prison buildings. Mott MacDonald also was successful in publishing guidelines for the industry. The main ones are, I just listed the main ones. There are many out there that we have published for some specific parts of the knowledge that is useful for industry, but these are the main ones. One of them is Infrastructure Carbon Review, which is a guideline to reduce carbon from the construction and operation of the UK infrastructure assets. The next one is the NetZero infrastructure, which is highlighting the need and roadmap to net zero. The other one is the path to zero carbon heat, which is a pathway to decarbonization heat with the Net Zero Infrastructure Industry Coalition. And more recently is the Path 2080, which is the world's first publicly available specification on carbon management and infrastructure. This publication was initially available in 2016, and recently Mott MacDonald was co-authoring the update to this specification. These are also the organizations and companies that we have coalition with. We have collaboration, we get project normally with them, we work with them in order to achieve the net zero target. So the question here is what we can do as an individual. What is our role? What we can do in order to take a further step? I think the first thing is we need to demand it. All of us as an individual, we need to demand it. We need to ask from government. We need to ask from the company directors and organization to take the action. We need to do it all together because we are all in this together and we must achieve this target. We don't have any other option. So we need to demand it, we need to drive it, we need to model it, and we need to move it. I'm sure that we can work together and we will be successful in this approach.